Hey Tanky, forget the treats. We're diving into decentralized finance and stability protocols. So I'm going to need you to sit, stay, and soak up some crypto knowledge. Let's go. I'm Crypto Tuna. That was my buddy Crypto Tank. Welcome to Crypto Snapshot. Today I'm in the comments section answering Groot. He says, Maker please. This one's for you, Groot. Okay, we're on CoinMarketCap.com. We're going to read about Maker. Maker is the governance token of the Maker DAO and Maker Protocol, respectively a decentralized organization and software platform, both based on the Ethereum blockchain. That allows users to issue and manage the DAI stablecoin. Initially launched in 2015 and fully launched in December 2017, Maker is a project whose task is to operate DAI, a community-managed decentralized cryptocurrency with a stable value soft-pegged to the US dollar. So you have the stablecoin DAI. Imagine a digital dollar you can use for transactions without the wild price swings of other cryptocurrencies. That's what DAI is, and Maker helps create and maintain DAI's value at around $1. And then you have the governance token, MKR. Think of MKR as a control token for the whole Maker system. People who hold MKR get to vote on how the system works and how DAI is managed. They also have a stake in keeping the system stable because if DAI strays too far from $1, the value of Maker can be affected. So here's how it works. People lock up other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum as collateral on Maker. By locking up this collateral, they can borrow DAI. The system automatically adjusts things to keep the value of DAI close to $1, and Maker holders can vote on how these adjustments happen. So Maker is all about creating a stablecoin digital currency, DAI, with a system controlled by Maker holders that helps it stay that way. Now, the current price of Maker is $3,209.80. It has a market cap of $2.9 billion. It has a circulating supply of 924,000 and a total supply of 977,000. If you're interested in Maker and you want to learn more about it, there's official links on the CoinMarketCap.com page. You got the website, the white paper, and the GitHub, and there are also socials here. Their Twitter, their Reddit, and their Telegram. To look at Maker token, we're going to use my website, CryptoSnapshot.net. If you haven't been here yet, you should really check it out. My website is free to use, and on my website, the home page has drop-down menus for different ways to look at crypto. You have exit strategies. If you don't have an exit strategy for your crypto during this bull run, you're going to have problems taking profits, and you're more than likely going to get wrecked. So I have these different calculators, if you will, or strategies that you can use to make a strategy for your cryptos so that you know when you're going to take profits during the bull run. I also have research tools. I have latest news. I have just for fun. I have budget tools, and I'm working on adding a glossary. So the first thing we're going to look at is the Crypto Snapshot Fibonacci Calculator 2.0. This tool is really easy to use. What we're going to do is we're going to do a downtrend Fibonacci. You can do an uptrend or a downtrend. I use a downtrend to get price predictions on what it's going to do during the bull run. To do this, I need the all-time high and the all-time low. I get that off of CoinMarketCap.com. On the left-hand side, under price performance, you can see the all-time high and the all-time low. I just copy those numbers and paste them in there. You'll see that it's not doing anything yet. That's because it needs to be triggered. To trigger it, you just need to hit this drop down and click downtrend, and it will trigger it, and you'll see your Fibonacci's. So based off of this input, the target price could be anywhere from $17 all the way. I'm sorry, for some reason my calculator does not like a comma in the number, so you can't put a comma up here. But anyway, a correction. The target price is anywhere from $1,512 at the 236 level all the way to the top of the fib, $26,783 at the 4236 level. It's currently right about at the 0.5 level, right below the golden ratio of 618, so it's already hit many of these target prices, and it's about to hit the golden ratio 3925. Next thing we're going to look at is an exit strategy for this one because it's already almost to the 618 level. I'm not going to use a Fibonacci exit strategy. I'm going to use a multiplier instant exit strategy first. Okay, what this exit strategy does, you fill in this table. So you put the name of the crypto, the amount of money you're investing, the number of pulls. Oh, you can also do the amount of tokens you have. If you've already invested and you own some tokens, just switch to number of tokens. I don't have any. I'm going to do investment amount. And then you need to tell it number of pulls, 4, 6, or 8. Enter the current price, and then you need to tell it a strategy. Are you conservative, moderate, or aggressive? If you scroll to the bottom of the page, it will explain the strategies. For conservative 4 pulls, it would be 3x, 5x, 7x, and 9x. So whatever price you put in there for current price, it will multiply it by 3 for your first target, 5 for your second target, 7 for your third target, and 9 for your last target, and so on. You can read the table for any of the strategies. We're doing conservative and 4 pulls for this video. So I filled in the fields: maker, investment amount $1,000, 4 pulls, and current price, conservative. Now I click calculate tokens and pulls, and it will ask you to enter the percent that you want to take out of your coins in the first pull. So I'm going to say 25% of what I have I will take out on when it hits the first target. And then the second time I will take 50% of my remaining coins when it hits the next target. And then for the third pull, I will take another 50% of my remaining tokens. And then the last pull, I will take 100%, all remaining tokens. When I do that, it tells me for $1,000, I will get 0.31277466 tokens for $1,000, not including transaction fees. And then I scroll down and it gives me my exit strategy. So my first time I'm going to pull prices when it hits $9,591. I'm going to pull 0.08 token, and I will get $750 profit, and so on. You just follow it down. These are all your target prices where you're going to pull profits. This is how much you're going to pull each time. And with this strategy, you'll get $5,625 with a $1,000 investment, providing it hits all these targets. You can save this as a PDF or as an Excel spreadsheet. I click Save as a PDF, and you see it comes up so where I can print it or I can save it on my computer. Next, we'll look at the Crypto Snapshot Exit Strategy 6.0. This is a strategy I prefer to use because you can control everything a lot easier with this. The first thing you have is you can take the percentages from your initial token amount or from your remaining token amount. So if you click from remaining token amount, every time your new number of tokens you have comes up to the next column, it will take the percentage from that. If you use initial token amount, it's going to take the percentage every time from your initial number of tokens. Okay, so I entered the name of the crypto here, the number of coins I have, 0.312744774, which is about $1,000, current price, and then I need to set the targets where I want to pull profits. So I can either do it manually or with a multiplier. So let's say I want to do a multiplier. I hit the X or the radio button next to the X, and then I tell it, let's say I want when it 2X's, when it hits $6,391, I'm going to take 25%. So 0.08. And that will get me $500. And I still have 0.23 tokens left. Then I can do a manual price on my next pull. Say when it hits $8,500, I want to take out another 25% of my token. So it's going to be 0.08 again because it's taking 25% of 0.312774. That's going to get me $664. Now I made my $1,000 back, and now I'm playing on house money. For the next pull, I can do a multiplier. You just do whatever you want. Let's say if it 6X's, that's $19,000. I will pull 25% and get another $1,500. And then on the last one, I'm just going to do a multiplier and say if it 9X's, I'll take another 25%. So there you see I'll have $4,912 from a $1,000 investment. Add this to the worksheet. It makes a nice, easy to read table. You can delete the rows that you didn't use because you can do up to 8 pulls with this. I only did 4. And then you can actually add it to your portfolio and do all of your crypto you have, and you'll have a nice, easy to read reference to refer to during the bull run. Thanks everybody. Like, follow, comment.